Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
The gratitude girls are in the house. Hi, Laurie. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you, Catherine?
Well, I'm really good because you just gave me a virtual hug. And I know
Mhm.
that if you were here, I remember how great that feels. Maybe we can talk a little bit tonight about the things that we do for ourselves and recommendations that we can make for other people. I'll introduce myself real quick because we're going to come in and come out tonight really fast. My name is Catherine Asaro Myers, affectionately known as RaRa, and I'm broadcasting to you live tonight from snowy Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Canada. I'm here with my amazing partner.
And I am Lori Delk and I'm outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Tonight we're going to talk to you about hugging. And how did we title this, Lori?
Hugging is a form of social support, but we had several titles that we could have used.
Right. But that's pretty clear. That identifies that imagine, your friends giving you a hug, your family, your children, your grandchildren. So there are a few things that I'd like to have us both touch on. That hugs are more than physical gestures, right? It is physical. We touch, our bodies touch, but there's a connection. There's a deep connection when we do that. And there's a social significance. Do you ever see people just walk up and hug each other? You sort of create a whole story in your head when you see that.
Yeah, exactly. And they provide that comfort. It strengthens your relationships too. And it just fosters that sense of belonging. It just feels good. I know when my husband gives me a hug, I just feel good all over?
Right. It's that also feeling of safe. But what happens is we get this love hormone, excuse me, and it's called oh boy,
Oxytocin.
oxytocin. All right. Thank you for that. And oxytocin is a love hormone. So what happens is it reduces stress and it promotes a feeling of trust, safe, happiness. So if you wonder why you feel like that, you know why, because it's emotional and it's physical and it's hormonal. And when you said when your husband hugs you, it lifts my spirits when I get a hug because I feel that someone has taken the time to put everything else out of their mind and make me the thing. Keep the thing the main thing, right?
Right, exactly. And if you've had a stressful day, a hug from somebody, a hug from one of my grandkids just melts my heart and makes everything perfect, right? And a lot of times it can provide reassurance too, without saying a word. Like I went to visit a friend of mine who just became a widow not long ago, and we had dinner. And just that hug between friends can just make someone feel better.
Right. The next time you have a chance to hug someone, take sort of a deep breath and inhale when you do that, as opposed to like catch and release. And see how it makes them feel and sort of look in their eye. So we know that it gives us a social bond, right? We have a social bond. We create emotional support. We know that that gives us strong social connections. We're less likely to feel down and maybe, if I go as far as say lonely or depressed, when we have a hug. Sometimes when you haven't seen someone in a long time, you go up and you hug them. Sometimes you meet someone for the first time and you hug them. It really helps prevent isolation. And that could tip the scales far away from mental health struggles.
Yeah, and it's hugs are like so much more effective than words a lot of times. Sometimes there's no words that you can really say in that moment, but that hug gives better. It's just better than words, and it reinforces those social bonds between a spouse and a partner, between, a mother and a child, father and child, parent and child, between friends, between any type of relation. It can create that network of that emotional support.
I remember the hug I gave one of my real estate agents, actually all of them when I sold my properties. Every time like when we were buying, I remember giving a hug, but I remember there were times that I really wanted to move. And when one of those houses sold, I gave them the biggest hug I could because I was thinking about the future and where I was going. I was getting to move from one house and going to another. So there was a real connection to my future with that hug and gratitude and appreciation for what they did. So let me ask you this. There's so many things, Laurie. Oh my gosh. I know we have a list of what it can do. If someone wants to talk to us about hugging, if someone wants to know what we can do and how we can implement that in our coaching, can you give a quick idea of what a client can do with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Reach out to us, facebook.com/gratitude girls, or you can go to gratitudegirls.com, click on coaching there and check that out. You can send us an email at gratitudegirlscoaching@gmail.com and just check with us. And because we teach and train on lots of different subjects, you have like 13 years of weekly shows in teaching and coaching and training that you can listen to on our YouTube, on our podcast, on our website. Make sure you go to those, give us a great review if you like them, and but connect with us and let us know different places that you're struggling or you need help with, or that you just want that extra kind of hug or that extra kind of boost, because that is going to help you. It's going to help you in all your life. It can lower your blood pressure. It can help your heart health. It can boost your immune system. So let us know how we can help and hug and support you.
I love that. Laurie, this is my heart, which would be equivalent to a hug to you and to our audience and our clients and our guests. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And my hug to you.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Have a great night.
Good night. Ciao.